Hey there, thank you for tuning in to Down to Vacay. This is Gil.
I'm Lou.
And we are going to be giving you a full review, of the Carnival Mardi Gras. And I must say,
it was a party.
I'm not going to lie, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was, to be honest with you, because of all the stories. And, you know, I am a Norwegian fan, but this was fun. So we get on the ship, you know, the typical, you know, you're excited, the excitement, you know, everything. You go get your food.
I was going to say, you already know our first stop. The buffet.
It's everyone's first stop. That's why it's so crowded when you first jump on a cruise ship.
And then this time they got us with the souvenir cups, which
I
got suckered. So I didn't realize that they charge you extra for those. But they're cute. I mean, it was cute.
I must say, dude, I was a little drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
From the first drink,
I was a little toasty from that souvenir drink that we had.
I don't even know what it was, to be honest.
I know what it was. It was drunkenness. That's what it was. And I remember slurring my words a little bit.
I'm looking at us on a video. And you are quite funny, sir.
I can't help myself. Liquid courage. But yeah, you know, when we, you know, after we ate, you know, after we got a little tipsy, we were able to go into the cabin, and for the most part, the cabin it's just normal. It's your typical cabin. Like it wasn't anything special. The decor is nice. It's simple. You know, of course, you like that aqua.
Yeah, I like the decor too.
It
wasn't too crazy.
I do like the screens, the TVs on the wall at the foot of the bed. I don't like it to the side.
Yeah, it is easier to watch the TV when it's mounted on the wall like that.
But
above the bed.
But if I'm not laying down, if I'm just sitting down,
can't see nothing.
You can't. You know, I wish they had like a mount
like
where
the
you
arm.
could tilt it. You know what I mean?
The arm.
So that would be pretty cool. Other than that, like there was nothing spectacular. There was nothing, you know, different really about this cabin. It's your typical balcony cabin. Of course, we didn't get a suite. You know, we didn't get a.
We never do.
We didn't get the most expensive ones. But I didn't, you know, of course I'm going into this, I don't know how many cruises we've been on so far, but I expected this to be regular. It's a nice cabin. It's a good size. You know, the bed was comfortable. The cabin was the normal size. It's standard, I guess. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get that much space, right? But the reality is, you know, you're supposed to be on that, you know, outside. You know, you're hanging out on the Lido deck. You're you know, at the bars. You're watching entertainment. You're not really going to be in your room unless, you know, you want little action, a little something,
a little loving time.
Exactly, right? A little mood lighting there. You know, all that good stuff. Again. This is your typical balcony cabin.
It had nice touches to it.
Modern stuff.
And I mean, listen, reality is we have yet to go into an interior cabin. We tend to like the balconies, especially for me because I get like a little motion sickness. So I need like a little bit of fresh air. So I always think that the balcony is the way to go. The other thing is that the room had a lot of little details that I liked. You know, like you said, like the lighting or the decor was pretty. It wasn't too dark and drabby. It was a little more like light and bright. Also like the closets and the bathroom space. Like they had some nice things, nice upgrades.
It worked. That's all I have to say. It worked. And we were on the Lido deck, weren't we? We were,
yeah,
right?
Surprisingly.
So yeah, on this in this cabin, we're right there on the Lido deck, and we're far away from it, so you can't really hear. There's been like music playing, some action happening, and you don't really hear it. Like when you're out in the balcony, you don't really hear it. But it's probably one of the better decks to go on in that section if you're gonna have a balcony cabin, because you're right there where the action is.
Well, and the other action is the buffet.
On the other side. You just walk to the other side.
You just walk straight to the other side. So it's quite convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, the only downside is when you're trying to get off the ship is that you're going up from such a high floor. But beyond that, I think it was a very good pick. I think we got lucky this time that there wasn't an issue with the noise and stuff.
This is definitely a good spot. I tell you that much. This is definitely a good spot. But if you want to know more about the cabin, if you want to know the ins and outs, don't forget to check out the other video, the full cabin review from our list. We pretty much break down everything from the size of the bathrooms, all the ins and outs, where the plugs are, and so on and so forth. So yeah, definitely check it out.
So this particular cruise, the Mardi Gras, the food wasn't bad. I would say it was decent. I mean, we've had better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
But it was pretty good, and it was complimentary, which is the best part.
Yeah, that is true.
We didn't go to the specialty restaurants. There are specialty restaurants that charge extra, but we chose to just stick with the complimentary ones, especially because they added in a couple of the ones, I guess, that used to be specialty, and they added them into being now complimentary. One being the shebang, and the other one was the cucina. And I have to say, shebang was it was okay. Again, it wasn't bad. Cucina, same thing. I would give it like a 3 out of 5. I will say though, the buffet was a little lackluster. There wasn't as much variety as you would expect, being it's a buffet.
That is true.
But on the plus side, Shaq's Big Chicken, man.
Shaq's Big Chicken, man.
It was good. And little hint, they do omelets in the morning. So like you can actually go to Shaq's Big Chicken for breakfast. Like not many people knew that.
Oh, like, yeah.
They had like an omelet station at the restaurant, so that you can kind of bypass. You have to kind of go through the buffet area to get to it. But basically there was little to no line, so that was kind of like a little hidden gem.
See, I feel like for the Carnival, it is a family ship basically, right? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna get a lot of kids. So what do you give? What do you feed kids? What do kids love to eat? They love to eat the burgers, the finger foods, right? The burgers, the chicken sandwiches, the chicken tenders, the French fries, the pizzas. They like that. The kids love that. So of course, you bring in Shaq's Big Chicken. Mm-hmm. You bring in Guy's Burger Joint or Pig and Anchor. Can't forget about that one.
Yeah, it's like a smokehouse restaurant. I do say that the good thing about those establishments is that they didn't have too wide of a variety like on the menu. So it made the lines, even when they were long, they would go a little quicker because you couldn't really customize it. It was basically like like take and go. It wasn't that you got a lot of chance to say, you want this or you don't want that. So I think that was a good concept, especially with the Guy's Burger Joint. I think there was about, I don't know, maybe 6 or so sandwiches that you could choose from. And that was a decent enough selection. Like it didn't have to be too wide or too little.
And it was good. The food was good. I must say the food was, or rather the burgers were really good. Same as for Shaq's Big Chicken. It's like it's a hit. Like there's nothing else.
And then shout out to the pizzeria that was in the La Piazza, which was, I mean, I've never seen such organization when it came to pizzas.
Right.
Like they were just mass producing them. It was crazy. The lines would be
Spitting
so
them out.
long.
They were spitting them out.
And that was cool because it's also open late night. So let's say you catch the show, one of the shows in the atrium, then you can kind of head over there for a little personal sized
11
pizza.
o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I have to say they had that. That was very well organized.
It was good. The pizza was good as well.
Mm-hmm.
And did they have the sandwiches? I don't remember if they had the sandwiches.
Not late night. That sandwich shop is there with the next to the pizza place, so you could do that for lunch. But the pizza was open late night.
I don't remember. I remember one time.
Yeah, we had a sandwich, but it was in midday.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I thought that type of food was solid. I didn't have any issues with the choices, the taste. It was actually pretty good. And you can't forget about Street Eats, which is right there on the Lido deck.
Yes, that's a special little shout
like
out.
I just said dick, but it's actually deck. Lido deck.
Know where your mind is at.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
So, yes. So Street Eats it's kind of like if you were to go down. Well, we're from New York City, so if you were to go down and they have those like the food stands or food trucks, and you can kind of get a little plate of this, a little plate of that. I thought that was a nice concept to add in.
But they also change it every day. It doesn't stay the same. The menus change.
Yeah, so that was the other thing, is that at least you're not having the same thing every day after day for 7 days straight. You can kind of have that kind of the Street Eats in between meals.
Little portions.
Yeah, and it was smaller portions, so that it's not a lot of food waste, which is good. And I think one of the stands had like a Asian theme. Yeah. So like you would have something that you might not have in the regular buffet.
There were dumplings before.
Yeah, they had dumplings sometimes. So I thought that was very complimentary to the menu and the setup that they had in the buffet.
Then it was right there on the Lido deck.
Yep.
Deck.
Right by the pool area, I believe.
Yeah. Across from the Red Pub bar.
Red Frog.
That's what I said.
You forgot the frog.
Yeah, I did. The main guy, the main character. All right, so let's go into my favorite topic, activities. Now, for me, every ship needs to have a good amount of activities for me to enjoy myself. Again, we're on a ship and we're out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean, and I need to do something to entertain myself, have a little fun. Now, I must say, I thought, again, this is based on you. I thought
me?
Yeah, this is based on you, that the Carnival Mardi Gras was going to be great. It was going to be a rather good ship, right, for activities. Mm-hmm. Man, that shit was fun.
I told you.
Man, that was great.
Well,
man.
First of all, the good thing is that they release like a freestyle daily. So that kind of gives you an itinerary of all the activities going on around the ship for the whole day into the evening. So I think, and we always like to kind of look at it the night before and kind of plan out our day. Mark off the activities that we would like to try to do. Unfortunately, we normally overplan way too much, and we try to, I don't know, look at 10 different activities, and then we only get to like 3. But at least there's 3 good ones. So I think that number 1 tip would definitely be to look at the itinerary, or rather the freestyle daily every day, or rather the night before, so you can kind of plan around your day. And you can pick from group activities like trivia, name that song, or that's usually around the atrium. I like
those activities.
Yeah, traditionally those are in the atrium, but in this particular ship, it's not. They have them usually in the comedy club, so you kind of have to keep an eye out for that. Some of the other activities they have are like sports related, so they have like a basketball free throw contest, which somebody usually participates in every time he goes on a ship.
Who are we talking about?
I would say that's you. And this time,
what?
came home with a trophy.
I did. Wait, well, do I have that sound?
Oh yeah. You came home victorious. And they also have like a cornhole competition as well as like a hole-in-one mini golf thing, which I won on a different Carnival cruise.
Was it Carnival Sunrise?
Yes, it was.
That was like last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Right?
Yeah, last year.
Last year?
So yeah.
This one was fun. Like,
yeah.
I like the activity.
We always found something to do. And then, you know, of course, you always try to get that other activity in.
What?
Sun.
Oh, well, listen. We skipped over too fast for the activities. Okay? We need to backtrack here.
Listen, I know because this is your favorite section.
Yeah,
that's why you want to
we need to
backtrack. Let it marinate.
Here, okay? Because again, we're forgetting about a couple of things here.
Like?
Okay, for one, this is the ultimate playground. They call it the ultimate playground on the Mardi Gras, right? Mm-hmm. Now this is where all the action is. If you're young, or if if you love playing ball or whatever the case may be, this is where all the action is for the kids. Now, mind you, I'm 48 years old, okay? But I still
But you're still a big kid.
I still love my ball, and I still love, the cornhole, the rope course, because you forgot about that one. You forgot about your favorite rope course over here. You don't remember?
Oh,
yeah,
I
exactly.
do remember.
This is the first time you've ever gone on a rope course.
This is the first time that you
finally
forced me to get on it.
Hey, it worked. You did it. You did a great job.
I did it twice
after
on
an hour.
This is the one I did twice, right? That it took me like almost like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, because we did it
the first time.
We did it in the rain.
And then the second time.
It was starting to rain anyway.
And the second time we did it in the rain.
So yeah. So you're forgetting about all these things here. Now again,
some things I want to forget, but
no, I don't want to forget that. Because
if you need more details, they can always check out our Ultimate Playground video.
That is true, but I need to point out a couple of things.
Fine.
The dude won a championship.
Oh my lord!
I won the knockout championship.
Yes,
here.
you've won other championships.
Yeah, but this one was more special for me.
Here we go, because it was
like,
you against the children.
It was like 70 teenagers
and smaller children.
Who cares? But there were still teenagers in there. Okay, there were some big kids. All right, and they didn't win. You know why?
Oh.
Because I knocked them out.
Oh, here we go.
So of course. It was very special for me. It was so much fun that night. You have to admit, there were like so many people watching.
Yes.
Watching us.
Didn't you get a new nickname?
I don't know what I got from you.
Yeah, you did. No, that was from the kids.
You don't
remember what they called you?
I think it was the other kid, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the kids were calling you old school.
Really?
Yes, that's where I got it from. I heard somebody else yelling it at you.
No shit.
Yeah.
Son of a jackhammer.
You were deemed old school.
Well, this old school won the championship, and it was so much fun. I didn't anticipate it. I didn't really care to do it, but I was like, what?
Yes, you did. You always want to do it.
Yeah,
so.
but I didn't want to do it with so many kids.
But you did look a little embarrassed when I was taping
like
you and you were standing in line with all the kids.
It was so much. It was fun.
You look like you were like supposed to be the referee and not actually participating.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. You know what I mean? It was fun. But moving on.
Yes, you got your 2 minutes of fame.
You can see like even the bolt, right? The bolt is like the biggest thing on the Mardi Gras.
Well, wait. You have to tell them what's the bolt.
The bolt. I was gonna go into that.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I'm anxious.
So the bolt is a roller coaster. The bolt is the roller coaster. The only roller coaster at sea, pretty much. I was able to ride it for one lap before it. Before there was
conked out.
Before there was a technical issue, the many technical issues that it was having during that week, I was the fortunate one to actually get on it and do at least one lap because there were a lot of issues going on with the bolt.
Well, wait. So, pro tip: the reservations for the bolt cannot be made until you get on the ship. And I forget how much was it, like $10 or $15 per ride.
I think it was 15. I don't remember.
So that's a paid activity. It's not free. It's not included. But was it worth it?
I would say
for the one lap that you got?
I would say, well, I got it for free because remember, you're supposed to have 2.
Yeah.
You get 2 laps. Well, you pay for 2 laps. And because there was a technical issue, I had to get off of it after the first one. Mm-hmm. So the lady asked me if I wanted to go back on or I could get a refund. And I said, you know what? I did 1 lap. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the video with you on it.
I'll just get the refund. I was fine with it. Is it worth it? It is worth the experience. It is worth the chance to say, listen, I rode a roller coaster-ish ride at sea, the only one at sea. Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty cool to say that you did or have the experience to do so. Other than that, expect to possibly have some technical issues going on with the crew or with the ride because
anytime it at like
rains,
drizzles or
they have to stop it or not not have it in operation for 3 hours least 3 hours
at least 3 hours.
So you're gonna have a lot of backlog people who wanted to, who let's just say you reserved it for a Monday and it was out the whole entire week. It doesn't matter because if you were that person that reserved it for a Friday and it was good to go, that you're
then
getting
you're
it.
on.
They're not gonna say, oh, the people who
everybody that had their reservation canceled don't like jump the line,
right?
Which is unfortunate if you signed up for earlier in the week and then the people at the end of the week were the ones that actually got to ride.
Yeah, like that dude who was telling the guy, hey, if I don't get a chance to ride, there's gonna be some problems.
Yeah, which is stupid.
You
know what? They should have put him on the ride and let it get stuck.
Oh, God bless.
Just saying. So on the Mardi Gras, there were various forms of entertainment besides basketball and other activities that someone likes to do. One of our other favorite things would be to watch the like Broadway-ish type shows, like musicals. So Carnival Mardi Gras did not disappoint. While they didn't feature like a Broadway type show like what we've seen on other Norwegian cruise ships, like like Rock of Ages and
Jersey Boys, Donna Summer's musical,
they had actually entertainment that was created by Carnival, so it's more exclusive. It's not a show that you would see almost anywhere else. And they also featured 2 sets of shows. So one would be so they have the area called Grand Central, and that's where the atrium is at. So the atrium, the stage, they call it center stage. And they do a lot of the musicals there. So they did this one called Voodoo Moon, which we thought was very cool.
That was pretty cool.
It was very visual.
The screens.
They had like a lot of the graphics and the entertainers, and they also have like acrobats, and it's pretty cool. The other one that they had, which was like a variety show, was called Love in Vegas. That's pretty cool too. It was like, again, it was almost like if you were in like in Vegas, I don't know, MGM or Caesar's Palace, and they had those variety shows where they have like a little magic and a little comedy, and it was cool. That one was very, I think, family oriented. And the other thing that they had was they also do like a Mardi Gras celebration, which they actually even like, I guess you can say, vote. Everyone votes on a queen and king of the Mardi Gras, and they have like a little parade
that week, yeah,
and something, like the little parade going through the deck. And I thought that was entertaining. It was cute.
That was pretty cool.
I thought
it was good.
The other thing is that the way that the atrium is set up is that they have like theater seating as opposed to everyone on one level at the same, like, because again, I'm a short person, so it's hard for me to see. So I kind of like the theater seating better. They do have seats at the ground level, because I think it's this atrium, I think, is like split between like 3 levels.
Yeah.
Three decks. Sorry, that's the cruise lingo. So the main deck where the stage is actually, that's a flat seating area. Like everyone's at the same level, but the ones above are the ones that are theater style, which I like. The other I guess you could say the other highlight to me, as far as entertainment goes on the Mardi Gras, were like those themed bands. So like, I thought it was very cool that the ship has certain sections that are certain themes. I think the overall theme is Mardi Gras, which is New Orleans. But within that, they have like a bar.
New Orleans.
Yeah, they had like a bar that was called Fortune Teller.
Oh, that was cool.
That area
That was a cool
was
bar.
popping. It was,
Yeah.
as the old kids would say, it's popping.
It was lit. Okay, it was lit. See, now
Okay.
now I know how old you are.
Yeah, I know. Well,
It was popping.
we're in the 40s.
Dude,
Anyway.
that was like so mid 20s.
So, they also had like a bluesy area called Magnolia Bar,
That was cool too.
and they had another one like a piano bar. It was called Piano Bar 88, and this pianist was so cool. He was very like entertaining, and he was taking requests from the audience. Like everyone could put like a little slip of paper, like in a
Write down a song.
Yes.
For him to play and sing.
yes. And I mean, he did Elton John and Billy Joel,
Yeah, it was
so
pretty
I
good.
was impressed.
It was alright.
Here we go with you and your high bar of standards.
I know it was alright. It wasn't like, you know. I mean, I enjoyed other pianists, you know, like other ships who've done the same thing, you know, where you write down a song and they sing and play or whatever. It was alright. It wasn't not, you know, it wasn't like it was great. But then again,
Yeah, but I felt like he was more entertaining because most of them just kind of sing songs and call it a day.
see, the other thing too is that, you know, they switch out every so often. So we may get this person and then someone else gets another person. You know what I mean? So it was okay, you know.
Here we go. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Saying.
The other highlight was a rock band, or I could say rock-ish band, that was playing in Guy's Pig and Anchor. Man, they did Don't Stop Believing. You already know.
Listen,
That's
man.
my song.
Look. Everywhere you go, there's always a band playing
Yes,
a
but
Journey
not
song.
everyone can sing.
That is true, but
As
every
good.
single one that I've seen, and there was a band that, you know, played a Journey song, and they were amazing. And then they played some Guns N' Roses. Oh my, Larry, it was amazing. So yeah, you have to be, if you're gonna sing a Journey song, you're amazing. Like, it's simple as that. And
If not, then don't do it.
I don't think I've ever seen a band play a Journey song that sucked. Like, I feel like it's a prerequisite, man. You know what I mean? Like, when they're auditioning, the directors are, you know, basically asking them, "Hey, listen, do you know any Journey songs? Let me hear it." And if they're great,
And if they can do it, then they're
you're
hired.
on the ship. If they can't, sorry. You know, maybe next time.
Well, a couple more shout outs to the other theme bands, which were like in the Havana Bar, they had a Latin band. So, and he was also doing a medley of Spanish songs. Cause you know, there's salsa, there's samba, there's different Spanish
Styles?
styles.
Yeah.
So,
Merengue?
yeah, I like that he didn't just stick with one style. He was doing, you know, different ones. And last but not least, there was actually a violin playing trio.
With a brass?
Yeah, in the Brass Magnolia.
Magnolias? Yeah.
And I think they also were part of the bigger show in Center Stage.
Yeah.
But they were pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if they were related or what, but they all look similar. So, I mean, if they were related, that's even like more, like, I'm even more amazed if they were actually blood related. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. And then, of course, they always have the game shows. This particular ship had a Deal or No Deal.
Family Feud.
Live.
We missed out on.
We never caught
We
it.
didn't get a chance to.
I actually would have. I really was looking forward to seeing that. But,
I wanted to see it too, but
unfortunately, we were too sidetracked with other stuff.
they were booked.
I think it's a ship that has a lot to offer. I mean, if you can't find something to do on this ship, something's wrong with you.
I know. Even the comedy shows, we didn't even get a chance.
That's another thing we didn't get a
to.
chance.
I mean, for me, it's like, dude, you see one comedian, you've seen them all.
But I think they're trying to make sure that they have enough entertainment going on.
Right.
Because normally, even for comedy shows, they usually have like one show or two shows only for specific nights. And then that's it. Like if you snooze, you lose. This one, they actually had like 3 to 4 different comedians.
Yeah.
And they were like in 2 different locations on the ship at the same time, almost every single night.
I thought it was, again, I went in thinking like, okay, it's Carnival. Like, I already know there's a lot of crap, that I've heard. I've seen stories. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, the entertainment is not going to be like, a Norwegian musical, the stuff that they put on. But I was quite impressed with the entertainment on the Mardi Gras. You have a show happening every night.
Yeah.
So you really can't miss out. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Mardi Gras and the celebration, the Carnival celebration, they're basically sister ships. They have the same setup. You can't go wrong. So, if you do want to check out more from the center stage and the videos and some scenes from the shows like the Voodoo, what was it called again? Voodoo Moon. Check out our review of the center stage. Check out the video in our playlist. And tell us if you've gone on it, if you've gone on the Mardi Gras. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you didn't like.
It was good that you listened to me and that we went on a Carnival cruise, especially this one. I mean, to be honest, it had the best parties.
I wouldn't say that.
Listen, the only thing that they didn't do was a white party, like a glow party that NCL does. But they had the sailaway party, which we were literally line dancing within the first day of being on the ship.
Wait, oh yeah.
And then they also had an 80s glow party. That one was awesome.
Yeah.
That was on the Lido deck. And I think that was like midweek. That was cool to me.
Not to mention all the other nighttime deck parties.
Listen,
what was her name? What was the cruise director?
So that particular cruise, the cruise director's name was Kendall Fire.
Kendall Fire.
She was awesome.
She was.
She was everywhere all the time.
She was.
Like you would not know. There was no way that you would not know who she was, in some capacity. She would always show up at the entertainment shows or even at these parties and stuff, and she would dance and stuff. Like
she would.
This girl had a lot of energy.
She would get the crowd moving.
Yeah.
Pumping.
She was good. I was impressed by her, to be honest with you.
Listen, after everything, after all of the
all your basketball free throws,
the action and everything else, the craziness of the activities, there's one activity that is very simple, very chill, very easy, and that is
Serenity Spa.
The Serenity. It's not the spa. The Serenity.
Oh, excuse me.
The Serenity. See, you would have gotten them mixed up if with the spa part. But
Here we go.
It's the Serenity, and the Serenity is the adult only section. And guess what?
It's free.
It is free. It is 100% free, and I hope it never changes, because this is one of the bright spots to Carnival's ships, because of the fact that you don't have to pay for an adult only section like maybe the Norwegian cruise.
The newer Norwegian ships.
No, it's the same thing as the other ones, because the other ships like the Breakaway, I think Breakaway
but they have
class,
spiced H2O, so that was free.
They do, but they also have what was it called again? The Vibe Beach Club.
Yeah.
So that you have to pay for, and it's straight adult, like adult only, 100, like all hours of the day and night. Whereas the Spice, it's all adults until like 7 o'clock or something. Yeah,
but I mean, until 7 o'clock is pretty good. I mean, doesn't need to be all night.
Serenity is a big area.
Yeah. So I guess you could say upside, it's a very big area, and you'll find some chairs. Like, you won't have an issue finding a lounge chair. The other thing that I liked is that there's a pool in the middle. It's not that big. It
was cold.
Yeah,
man.
It's not that big. It was like literally freezing, because unfortunately the way they designed this is that the lounge chairs are kind of like in a U shape, like around the back of the ship. But the swimming pool in that area is in the middle, and it's a little shaded, so the water doesn't get as warm as it does in the Lido deck. So that was the only thing I wasn't too crazy about. But there was like a little shower there too. So basically all I did was like wet myself in the shower and then go back to the lounger. But and they also have a bar there too, the Serenity bar. So overall I really enjoy our adult time.
Yeah, I like the spot. It was relaxing.
It's nice and chill. Listen, no offense, but we don't normally travel with kids, so therefore it's more difficult for us to find a spot on the Lido deck, because people kind of camp out there all day. But this place in the back, I think number one, I don't know if everyone knows about it, or they just think it's like something you pay for. But the good thing is it's free, and it's clean, and it's the place to be.
This is the way to go. So don't forget to check out the Serenity section. All right, so how many palm trees do you think this cruise should get?
I think it deserves the full 5.
You think it's a 5?
Yep.
I don't think it's a 5.
Yes, I do.
How?
I stand by my 5.
What?
Yes.
How? You're saying the food was a 5. You're
No,
saying the activities were a 5.
Listen, if you take all the individual parts, the only thing that was, I guess you could say, a 4 or 3.5 was the food. Besides that, everything else was 5. So guess what? They get a 5.
So wouldn't it be like a 3.5, 4? Like, wouldn't it be a 4 then? She's using the calculator now.
23 divided by 5. That's a 4.6.
I'll give it a 4.5 then. Right?
Let's
go 4.5. You know why? Because it's not like it was that. Everything was that great. You know what I mean? Like, dude, a 5 is like perfect. A 5 is perfect. Now, I must say,
you know what? I give the other half point to being a fun cruise.
Well, that's why you include all the other stuff, the activities.
No,
and
I mean it was fun. It was fun.
No,
it was parties.
and they
Matter of fact, parties is not even part of it.
They do call it the fun ship. It was pretty fun. It was really good. It was really cool. It was probably top 3 cruises that we've been on. Not every ship is gonna be perfect. You're always gonna have your hit and misses on every ship. It doesn't even matter. And it all depends on what you enjoy, what you like, and so on and so forth. So for me, I felt a certain way, you felt a certain way, and we can't agree on the final review.
This person agrees with herself, and that is that this was a 5.
So I would like for anyone who has made it this far, who has no issues,
who has not turned us off yet,
to, I guess, comment on what you believe. If you've gone on the Mardi Gras, if you've gone on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and you've experienced everything that we have experienced, or whatever,
or more,
I guess, or less. Comment in the section below. Let us know what you did, what you enjoyed, what you would give this particular cruise.
How many palm trees?
And don't undersell because a waiter was rude to you or something like that.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's kind of cheesy. No, like the overall experience. Like we're not even going into that realm. I forgot which cruise it was, but there was a rude waitress who I was recording something in one of the
yeah.
Was that the Prima or was that the Mardi Gras? I don't remember which one it was, but she was just so rude. I have it on video. So
I don't know.
She just irked me so much, so rude. But I would never, give a crap review because of a waitress or a waiter or whoever. I would never do that. But listen, I'm gonna go with the 4 stars, the 4 palm trees rather.
Now you're lowering it. You're 4.5.
Look. You'll go with the 4.5. I'll go with the 4.
No, well, yeah, 4.5.
So that means it's a 4.25.
No, it was supposed to be. You were a 4 and I was a 5. Therefore, it was a 4.5. I don't know why you're trying to lowball me.
Well, I don't know. I have no words. All I know is that it was fun. It was great, and I think that you should definitely reserve your cabin on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And that's pretty much it. Again, if you If you like our content, please subscribe. If you find it helpful, that's great. Leave a thumbs up. Hopefully you'll be following us, so that way you can get the alerts, the new cruises that we're going to be going on, which is the Viva, the Norwegian Viva in February,
Royal Caribbean, Icon of the Seas
in March, the end of March. Most likely the Carnival Celebration in July.
Oh, we're working on that reward status.
So again, hit the subscribe, press on that like. If you want to see more, if you want to share your stories, let us know in the comments. And
if there's anything that you think we're missing that you'd like us to start talking or reviewing, let us know. If there's something that we're not covering that you're interested in.
Definitely. Again,
feedback is welcome.
We're going to miss some things, and we're going to touch on some important things, some that you probably missed out. But either way, we are here. We enjoy doing what we do. We do it to help you guys out when you are making your plans for cruises or vacations. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, again, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, it is official_down to vacay. And check out our website, downtovacay.com. You down to vacay?